Cassandra? What are you doing?
The night you were born, your mother fell deathly ill.
I'm fulfilling my destiny.
I was desperate to do anything to save her.
I tried to warn you, Rapunzel.
I was warned that taking the sun drop would reap unimaginable consequences.
You have to be careful who you trust.
That by removing the light,
Rapunzel?
I'd be awakening the darkness.
Let darkness grow. Set the spirit free. The spirit free.
Sleepy or Late, Blockbuster Friends, Victoria Burns, Himiko Toga, Brianna Cassandra Matei, Rat Squad Rosie, Ariela Nicole Molina Cami, Serenity a la Torre, and Game Over. Thank you all so much for supporting my channel. I love you all very dearly. Let's get into the video.
Power of the sun. Raise what lies beneath. Gift me with your light
And let the darkness grow.
shine into the dark.
Let darkness grow.
Wait, is Rapunzel supposed to be dead? I started piecing things together from my old videos of Tangled and just the movies and the series, and I realized something's not right here. I realized that Rapunzel is destined to be dead. She's supposed to be dead.
I'm fulfilling my destiny.
That's her destiny. She's supposed to sacrifice herself for this cause. But before I get into that, see, a millennia ago, which means thousands and thousands of years ago, a mysterious event in the heavens divided an ancient power and it fell onto Earth.
Two elements long to reunite.
Those ancient powers are the Sundrop Flower and the Moonstone Opal.
I have magic hair that glows when I sing.
Girl with the magic hair.
Flower gleam and glow, let your power shine.
The Sundrop, as we all know from the Tangled movie, possesses the power to heal in drastic ways.
Let your power shine.
And the Moonstone Opal, for those of you who haven't seen the Tangled series, it possesses the power to destroy. It's basically the complete opposite of the Sundrop Flower.
The spirit free.
When the Moonstone Opal fell onto the earth, its defenses spread. It built kind of sort of like a kingdom, and eventually a kingdom did form. And this kingdom contained the Moonstone Opal's powers, just to protect the rest of the world from chaos, catastrophe.
Our only hope is to keep its power from the world
Your Majesty.
at any cost.
Because honestly, it was very dangerous, and whoever possessed this Moonstone Opal, it could be catastrophic. And the king, King Edmund, who is also the father of Eugene, if you didn't know, he tried to destroy this Moonstone Opal, but was unsuccessful. I believe his wife died in the process, and he sent everybody in the kingdom far, far away just to protect them, including his own son. And he also sent a group of soldiers called the Brotherhood to make sure that this Moonstone Opal remained a secret that nobody knew, because if it fell into the wrong hands, again, it could be catastrophic. But one person from the Brotherhood believed that there was an opposite power. She believed that this Moonstone Opal can't exist without its opposite, and she was right.
Flower gleam
These
and
rocks
glow,
were looking for you,
let
and you must follow them.
But nobody really paid attention to her. She knew that if she found this Sundrop Flower and presented it to the Moonstone Opal, then it would neutralize the Moonstone's destruction. But it could also be catastrophic for the person who brings them together, meaning they could die.
By removing the light, I'd be awakening the darkness.
I tried to warn you, Rapunzel.
In the Tangled movie, we know that the Sundrop Flower is basically hogged by Mother Gothel, and she uses this to become young again. The real story, it doesn't tell us in the movie, but in the series it tells us the real story. Quarren, who is also a part of the Brotherhood, warned King Frederick about removing this Sundrop Flower from its original place. If you take this flower, then disaster may come. But King Frederick was absolutely desperate. His wife was on her deathbed.
But I had no choice. No king would ever put the welfare of his family before that of his country.
But a father would.
So they found the Sundrop Flower and took it back to the kingdom, turned it into soup, and then she drank it. Mother Gothel probably knew this as well because she tried to hide the flower from the kingdom. But it could have also been just for selfish reasons, but I'm pretty sure she knew. Basically, King Frederick took out the light of the Sundrop flower, and that awakened the darkness. Black rock started to form all over the kingdom, and King Frederick knew about this but tried to hide it. Okay, how does this prove that Rapunzel should be dead? I'm getting there. Hold on. This theory also relates to my last two theories of Rapunzel. In my previous video, we discovered that Rapunzel is actually based on an ancient story. The real Rapunzel is actually someone by the name of Barbara. See, as a baby, she was a beautiful child, and her father wanted to protect her as much as he could. And the only possible way he could protect her, according to him, is lock her up in a tower so that nobody could get to her. The only people allowed to see Barbara were him and her pagan teachers. But the thing about Barbara is that she wasn't pagan herself. She actually identified as a Christian. One day, 3 windows were installed in her tower, creating the Trinity of Light. And this tower started to become a place of healing and a place of miracles. This is when Barbara had the guts to finally tell her father, hey, I'm not a pagan, I am Christian. And her father was absolutely furious. He decided to grab a sword and kill her. But she escaped eventually. Her father found her and beheaded her, killed her. She's gone. But soon after, lightning struck her father dead. Basically, I believe that the Sundrop flower and the Moonstone Opal came from Barbara because Barbara possessed both powers. On her lifetime here on Earth, she possessed the powers to heal. She had healing powers in her tower. It was a place of miracles, and the Sundrop flower is also considered to be a miracle. Plus, they said that an ancient power was divided in the heavens above. And once she passed away, she possessed the power to strike her father down with lightning. One of the Moonstone's Opal's manifestations is lightning. But again, Barbara's light was taken from her, so the darkness was awakened. Now, in my other theory, I come to the conclusion that Rapunzel always has the Sundrop flower in her. She will never be able to get rid of it no matter what. It's always within her. Plus est en vous. It means there's more in you, I think. Yes. Anyways, I describe it better in my video, so go watch it if you really want to. Anyways, whoever is the living manifestation of the Sundrop flower has to reunite both the Sundrop and the Moonstone Opal. And like I said, it is believed that whoever brings them together will face a horrible consequence, meaning death. They will for sure die. As it is described in the series, they are long to be together, and it is definitely like that in the series because in the end of season 1, the Moonstone Opal guides Rapunzel into a path so she can follow it to the Moonstone Opal. At first, it seems like the Moonstone is trying to protect Rapunzel, but in all reality, it's only trying to protect Rapunzel up until it reunites with the Sundrop flower. That's it. After it reunites, it doesn't need Rapunzel anymore. But as we can see in the series, Rapunzel never really reunites them because when she is at that point, her friend Cassandra betrayed her.
I tried to warn you, Rapunzel. You have to be careful who you trust.
And took the Moonstone Opal for herself and possessed those powers. But at the very end of the series, the season finale, Zantiri takes the fall for it, so Zantiri faces the ultimate death. But like I said, there is always more in her, and the final episode makes that a point as well. There is always more in her. All of the Sundrop flower is supposed to transfer on to the Moonstone Opal so they can go to the heavens, and it does go to the heavens, but not all of the Sundrop flower goes to the heavens, only partially. Rapunzel was supposed to die so that all of it gets transferred and goes to the heavens. As long as Rapunzel is alive, part of the Sundrop is still on Earth. She holds Saint Barbara's powers. She holds her legacy. Perhaps Rapunzel was destined to be sacrificed just as Barbara was. It's not over for Rapunzel just yet. The Moonstone will come back and get the rest of the Sundrop flower, meaning Rapunzel will die. Okay, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think. Also, like, subscribe, help me out, share this video. I love you all. If you want to shout out, comment it down below. Thank you. I'll see you next week.
You know I love you.
I want you to let me go.
I'll give you to the count of 3.
You know you're walking right into her trap.
1.
Darling, why would you run away from me?
2.